see you again. How are you? How have you been holding up this past crazy year?
I'm good. Yeah, I've been able to do a couple of I was able to do a couple of projects last year, which was nice. But yeah, it's definitely I'm definitely antsy to get back on set. That's for
I,
sure.
I can. It's
Yeah,
getting there, slowly but surely. It is
yeah,
getting there. So hang
yeah,
hang tight for a little bit. There is the light. I
yeah,
see it. I want to
yeah.
congratulate you on your amazing performance as Mary in this movie. Honestly, I literally just got off the Zoom with Tamika, so she says hello, by the way,
Oh,
and she says thank you for the book that you gave her. She loved it. So
oh my gosh. Yeah, I miss all of those women. They were such a fantastic cast to be part of, and yeah, it really felt like we made some great friendships.
I can imagine, and we'll
Yeah.
get to the bonding part in a minute. But I gotta say, look, I was born in the '60s, early '60s, and so I was very young when this all took place. God, I didn't know anything
Yeah.
about it. And then I'm watching the film, and I'm thinking, wow, first of all, this happens in my city. I
Hmm.
had no idea about any of it. And even later, as I got older, I had never known. And you clearly were not even born at this time,
Yeah. Yeah.
So what was it about this, when you got the script and then you started to realize, it's real, this happened,
Yeah.
what drew you kind of to it and made you want to become a part of it?
Yeah, I was surprised that it was that this had happened, that it was a true story, and that I hadn't heard about it. It seems like something that should be. It seems like a story that should be told,
Yeah,
which is why I was so excited about the script. Not even just getting to be part of it, but the fact that it was being made at all.
right.
Um, and it struck me as something that was important and that I felt passionate about, and then the character Mary, I very quickly kind of fell in love with her. She's she's got this like very tough exterior, but at the same time a really immense vulnerability underneath
Mhm.
that I found very captivating. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was wondering, if it was a tough character to play because, as you said, yeah, you can see her vulnerability. She's homeless. She's got things
Yeah.
going on there. She takes this because, hey, look, as she says in the film, it was amazing waking up in a warm bed,
Yeah.
somewhere getting food and somewhere to eat. And
Yeah.
so, the consequences. So what? I have to get high a couple times a day. You know what I mean? And
Mhm.
as we see it also, this whole experiment, I was just saying that, to me, is just insane because
Yeah.
who the heck smokes weed like that unless you are a bona fide stoner? You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
what are they really going to get out of this whole study? And that's a whole other thing. But to treat these women that the way that they did, to me,
Yeah.
is just, it made my blood boil. How did you feel about,
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. It was a difficult script to read because of that. And knowing that it's a true story and that it really did happen. And it made me question how certain things are allowed, or if they're not allowed, how they're permitted to pass through the cracks, and um, how anybody could get away with something like that. And
Yeah.
so it was not only anger at the people who ran that particular experiment, but also the systems involved that allowed that to happen. Um, yeah, it brought to light definitely that things were there were a lot of issues with the systems back then, and
Yeah.
a lot of things have been changed about that, but also um, what kinds of things are we still allowing to happen? I think it opens questions about that.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%. Yeah. Okay, so you can be honest here. How does one prepare to play weed smoking young lady if perhaps she doesn't do that in real life?
Right, and I don't. No judgment to people who do, but I don't. That's
Yeah.
personally not what I do. Yeah, it was a different kind of research, I think. Yeah, it was learning about not just physiologically what the effects of that are, but also mentally, and um, going beyond that into, okay, what, like when the study gets a little bit more intense, and they're not just getting high anymore. It's a different thing now, and what is it physiologically that's happening at that point? Yeah, it was a I think an element that I hadn't really I haven't done that for any of my other roles that I played.
Right.
So yeah, it was new. It was a new challenge.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit too about the bonding with the other women because, you know, in real life, they were all thrown into this situation. They had to stay
Yeah.
together for, you know, over 3 months. And then it's the same with you guys. You know, you're making a
Yeah.
film, but I sensed a really excellent camaraderie between all of you. What was it like?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure. There was some really great chemistry, I think, that we had, all of us together, and some of us had more scenes together than others, just depending on the kinds of
yeah,
relationships that the characters had with each other. But I think all of us, like, it was, I hadn't really been a part of an ensemble cast like that before, and it was a very it was a special experience for me. I think just getting to feel that support that we had for each other as women and
mhm,
actors who were telling the story, um, and the fact that we all cared so much about the characters that we were playing, and really, yeah, it was a really good time, and very special in my heart.
yeah. Did you meet any
Yeah.
of the real life women that I know this is like your characters were kind of amalgamations of some of the women.
Yeah.
Did you meet
Yeah,
anybody?
exactly. Yeah, a couple of them did visit the set. Yeah, I won't say a lot about, who they were,
Yeah.
or what really happened, but from what I've been told and from what I witnessed, they're very supportive of the project, and yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's a really great thing that they've done, but by telling the story.
I think it's really well told and really,
Yeah.
yeah. I thought it was fantastic. I thought you
Hmm.
girls did a really, really good job in this movie. I got to tell
Oh,
you.
thank you.
How are your macrame skills?
Rusty now. I haven't done a single bit of macrame since we wrapped the project, but it was fun to learn. Not something that I will be continuing
Yeah, I
though.
never got into
Yeah.
macrame. Although Tamika says now she's doing it, and I told her she could make me a planter anytime she wants. So, you know.
It's funny too because my character was supposed to be the worst at it,
Yes, right.
but I, just being the nerd that I am, I did so much. I did research, and I was like, I'm gonna learn macrame because I'm gonna be doing it for the film, and even if I'm bad at it, like, I should at least know how to do it so that I can be bad at what I'm
Yeah, yeah,
doing.
right.
and and I ended up being on set, teaching the other girls how to do it
That's funny.
because I was supposed to be the worst, but I was
Look
I
at
was
you.
like, I got pretty fast at it,
Look at
because I
you.
just was
See?
practicing all the
You got
time.
a second career
But
just
yeah.
in case this acting thing
Exactly.
falls. You know, yeah,
Yeah,
not that
exactly.
that's going to happen. Not for you, my dear. You know, I just also quickly I want to ask you too about just the safety on set about because I know you're not, you know, but you're still inhaling. You still got a lot of smoke
Yeah.
around you. What was that like? What kind of precautions were taken so that you guys didn't get sick?
Yeah, all of the cigarettes and all of the fake blunts, they were herbal cigarettes. And so the substance itself was not harmful.
Yeah,
Even, I mean, inhaling anything besides air is probably not the best, but yeah, we did as few takes as possible. They were very considerate about eliminating the amount of time that we would have to spend inhaling, and
that's good.
yeah, letting us know when we were out of frame so that we wouldn't have to inhale. And
Yeah,
um, obviously nothing was actually lit until the cameras were rolling. There was nothing. We weren't inhaling during the rehearsals or anything. Yeah, but it was definitely not easy. The ADs were amazing, bringing us water all the time, and yeah, everybody was very, very considerate, and made it as manageable as possible. So We were very appreciative of that.
That's great. It's
Yeah.
it's fun to to see how you've grown over the last few years. I had the opportunity to obviously talk to you at TIFF many times, but
Hmm.
the very first time for one of your films, and just to see you grow, it's been amazing. You're such a
Uh,
fantastic actor, and I just want to know, like, what well, do you have anything coming out that you can talk about post this one? But it's always great to see you.
yeah. I have it's just come out last month, but I've got a film called Come True that's getting quite a bit of amazing buzz right now, which is very very exciting. And it's out right now on demand. I've got a couple of projects in post production right now. I shot a remote film last year called Before the World Set on Fire. So that's going to be coming out sometime in the near future, I
Okay.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. And just in terms of working with, is there somebody that you're just dying to work with? That you would.
Oh, that's a
You've
good
had some pretty
question.
good acting co-stars in your
Yeah,
so far. Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah, I'm not sure. It's hard to say because I don't think there's any way really to know um, who's who's pleasant to work with
Ah,
before
yeah.
you get on set with them.
But you never
Um,
know that, when you take a
yeah,
job, if
exactly.
chemistry's
Yeah,
going to happen or whatever. Yeah. But you've been
yeah,
lucky. You've been pretty lucky so far.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've been really lucky.
Yeah, no, it's good stuff. Well, like I said,
Yeah.
you really blew me away with this role. You were
Oh,
fantastic.
thank
My
you.
heart really, I think out of all the girls, I think I felt the most for Mary. I really did. And
Oh, yeah.
honestly, you did a spectacular job. So it's always
Thank
such
you.
a pleasure to talk to you, Julia. Keep safe and healthy, and hopefully we'll get to see you back here in Toronto at some point soon. And
Yeah.
when this
Yeah,
is,
I love that.
yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Take care, and
Thank you.
best of
You
luck
too.
to you. Wonderful seeing you. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye.